Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Baker Girl. Thank you, Jesus. It is another beautiful day to be in the kitchen, and today I want to share with you my recipe for these delicious, easy, plant-based, vegan instant pot greens. Now, we all know the traditional way of doing them, simmering them for a long time on the stove, but today I'm going to do it in an Instant Pot, and it's only going to take 25 minutes. Let me show you. So I'm starting off by filling a sink with cold water. I have a double sink, so I'm going to fill both sinks with cold water. And I don't add salt to mine. My mom did, but salt kind of, to me, starts cooking the greens. So I'm just going to give them a good thorough wash in I actually wash mine 4 times. So I fill my sink twice with just plain cold water. The water is very cold, at least my water is. So you can wear gloves if you want to protect your hands, because I washed a lot of greens and your hands are in cold water for a very long time. So I'm taking them out of the one set and then putting them into the next sink for the second wash, and then I drain my sinks and fill them and wash those greens again. And I am just taking them out, putting them into a colander to let all that excess water drain. It makes chopping them a lot easier. And I chop my greens not very finely, but it's more like a fine, rough chop. I'm not too obsessive about it. If you want to go very fine, you can chop them as fine as you like. I would not cook them unchopped, simply because it's a lot more work on whether you're cooking them in a pot or an Instant Pot. It's a lot more cooking time because there's a lot more bulk. So you can speed up the process by chopping them, and they will cook a lot faster. Now, here in my Instant Pot, I'm adding 2 cups of water. Since you can use chicken broth, you can use beef bone broth, but since I'm making mine with no meat, because I'm not adding any meat to mine, I just use water. I added 1 bay leaf, and then I added 1 whole onion that I sliced, and I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic. Now, there's no need to chop the onions or the garlic, because braising them in the Instant Pot, the onion is going to break down, you'll see. So there's no need to chop the onion. Then I am going to add some crushed red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat. Just a little bit. Okay, maybe more than a little bit. And I'm going to add some dried oregano. All my spices are dried. I'm adding in some dried oregano. I'm going to add in some dried minced onion. Now, I know I added in a fresh onion, but dried minced onion is super duper concentrated onion. And since we're not adding any meat or anything to this, we want to make sure we add a lot of flavor into these greens. And here I'm adding in some paprika. You can use some smoked paprika. I have some of that as well. So I'm going to add in a good ½ teaspoon of that. And I'm also going to add in about a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Dark soy sauce, once again, it's super concentrated, so you don't need a lot of it. And it adds that nice little flavor balance because we're not adding in any meat. And also, because we're not adding meat, I'm going to add in a little bit of olive oil. If you don't mind, you can use butter. That's perfectly fine. And I'm also going to add in some liquid smoke. The reason I'm adding liquid smoke, because my mom used to use smoked turkey wings, and I don't have those. So this will replace that nice smoke flavor that you get from your smoked turkey wing. I'm also going to add in some pink Himalayan salt. You can use regular kosher salt. It's entirely up to you. And I'm going to pack my greens into my Instant Pot. You'll be surprised at how many greens you can stuff into your Instant Pot. Pack them in well, and just leave a little room where the vent of the Instant Pot will be. You don't want to stifle that. Other than that, you can pack in as many as you want. I actually, this is 2 pounds of chopped turnip greens. I did remove the stems. As a matter of fact, when I picked my turnip greens, because we did pick these yesterday at a farm, I picked them and just got the top portions and did not get the bottom half with all of the long stem. That saves you some time too from pulling stem off of instant greens, turnip greens. So pack those. Well, wait a minute. These will be instant greens when we're done. Yeah. So pack those instant greens into your Instant Pot. And then I'm going to, like I say, leave a little room for the vent because you want the vent to get some air. Put your lid on. And then I'm going to set mine on high pressure. And I'm going to set my time for 25 minutes. I'm cooking 2 pounds. If you're using less greens, you might want to drop your cooking time down to maybe about 20 minutes. And let that pot come up to pressure. When the pot comes up to pressure, you hear some hissing, some steam noise going on. And then your red button will pop up. There it goes. And then your Instant Pot will beep. It'll beep 3 beeps to let you know it's come to pressure. And then your timer will start. And it counts backwards. My Instant Pot counts backwards. So it starts off at 25 and then it goes all the way down to 1. And I actually set my my camera probe up and just let it film while I continue washing greens. And I put it on the time lapse. So no, I didn't film the whole thing in time lapse, but just to show you how it counts down. This is an Instant Pot Pro. By the way, these turnip greens did have roots, which I love the purple top roots. These are so delicious, and I'm actually going to braise these. So I'm going to cook these at another time, but I'm going to put them in a brown bag and put them in the drawer in my refrigerator, and they will stay fresh for a good while. If you want to see a video on how to make braised turnip greens, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share one with you. Okay, so time is up, and I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. And then I'm doing the quick release because these greens will just continue to sit here and cook if you just let the pressure drop naturally. So I'm using the quick release. And also, I bought this little funnel-shaped thing that actually guides the steam in your Instant Pot away from just going straight up in the air. They're very cheap. You can get them on Amazon, and they're not very expensive. They're only a couple of bucks. They're worth it because the steam goes straight up without this thing. With this little, like a little snorkel thing, it directs the steam where you want it to go. So after you hit the vent button and you let all the pressure out of your pot, the red button drops down to let you know the pressure is gone and you can actually open it. You cannot technically open an Instant Pot while pressure is in it. It will not allow you to open it. However, just make sure before you even try it, just, to be safe, always make sure that red button is down and not sticking up. And always carefully lift the lid away from you so all that bellowing steam don't hit your hand or your face. And as you can see, they reduced a lot. That's why I was saying pack them in the pot because they wilt down. You know how greens do, like spinach or anything, they wilt down. And you can see there's that onion that I added to it. And there's no need to chop because it just literally dissolves into the greens. These were so yummy. And they had so much flavor too because of the liquid smoke, the soy sauce, the paprika, the 2 types of onions. They really, really taste so good. And they're going to be so good with some cornbread. Can't wait. Now I'm going to go ahead and transfer these into my dish. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer these into a serving dish. And as you can see, there's nothing more you need to do. Like, they're done. They are ready to serve. Now, you can, if you want to, you could always add a little pat of butter. You can even use plant-based butter on top of your greens. That just gives a little bit more richness. Because, yes, I added olive oil, but even plant-based butter adds a little extra flavor. So you can always add that. And there, I'm taking out that bay leaf. Bay leaves do not soften. Dried bay leaves, they don't soften no matter what you do. So always make sure you take that out and just pile your greens onto your plate. These will be so good. And you can use, Mom used to use smoked turkey wings. You can use a smoked turkey leg as well. But there they are and ready to serve. Now, as I said, I had about 3 bags, and I mean big bags of greens to wash. So these I'm going to set aside to eat. I'm also going to freeze some of the greens. Greens freeze very well. So after they cool, I have these food safe, freezer safe containers I get off of Amazon. And I leave about an inch to an inch and a half headspace. So I pack my greens in and I add in a little bit of the cooking liquid and I leave about an inch and a half headspace just to make sure that there's room because they expand when they freeze. And these will stay frozen for up to 6 months. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And the good Lord willing, I will see you later in another video. Take care, y'all. Bye.